friends, it's Claire from Scrappy Nerd UK, and today I have the penultimate video in the December daily directory. This is the last but one process video for my album. So as I've said in previous videos, I am only going to go up to the 25th. Two reasons. One, because not much really happened between after Christmas. We just stayed in and played a lot of Switch and Lego. So I am going to only go up to the 25th, and the second reason is that my album is chunky. I'm not going to be able to fit any more in. So I'm totally fine with that. So I'm working on day 23 here, and I've gone back to a page protector, and I like the mix of page protectors and out of the pocket stuff as well. So I think I'll probably do something similar next year. And also a mix of physical and like the hybrid stuff, where I'm adding journaling on digitally, titles on photos digitally. I quite like the mix up of everything. That's my mini little review for how my album has come along over the month of December. So I have photos from this day. We had an afternoon tea delivered, and I set up all of the Christmas crockery, and it was just really nice. It wasn't a specific festive afternoon tea. I couldn't seem to source one of those that delivered, so I just ordered normal afternoon tea, and we sat and had this for our lunch / dinner, I think. So this card that was already in here, earmarked, I think, for around about this day, says cheer and chaos. And then I knew that I had a little fabric piece from one of the kits that says eat, drink and be merry. And I thought that was perfect for this day. So I added that onto the other side of the card, and also just a little chipboard star. So on this side, there was space for 2 photos or journaling or whatever you wanted to add into those boxes. But I went with 2 photos, and I wanted to jazz this card up a little bit more. And so I am using the stars from the Hey Santa stamp set. And I'm going to stamp some stars in a diagonal line onto this card. So I think this is one of the few times that I've actually used both sides of the journaling cards. So it's a great way if you've got one that is most of the ones I think in the Ali Edwards cards are double-sided. Quite a lot of them have the same sentiment on, just in different colours, or one in a print and one in a foil. So this one here had the quote one side and then the same cheer and chaos quote the other side, but space to put the 2 photos. So I thought I would take advantage of being able to use both sides of the journaling card. And then just grabbing some tiny word stickers, and I'm going to just nestle those in amongst the stamped stars, just to give it a little bit more interest. And then I think I'm going to call that card good. I had already stitched on this trim, this little reindeer trim, onto the side of the page protector. I did that in my foundation when I was creating my foundation pages. I am still yet to go back and add some more trim onto some of the other pages. I'm still reluctant to do it because of how thick my album is, so I need to take another look and see if I can get some more on there. I got some in my advent that I want to include, so I'm going to see how I get on, see if I can get some of the flatter stuff, maybe not too much pom-pom trim. And my number is going on to that photo there. So that red area of the tablecloth worked perfectly as a background to help the white number 23 pop. And then moving on back onto the other side, this is where my journaling is going to go. And because I was printing the photos on an A4 bit of paper, I also printed my journaling on to the same printer paper as well, just to save the planet and all that. And then up next we have day 24, and I will warn you that one of the photos have something a little bit risque in. So if you're easily offended, then you'll see the card does get exposed when I have to put it in the pocket. And I thought, you don't have to look at the cards. So if you want to laugh and you're that way inclined, then the photo with the post-it note covered over it will be, you'll be able to see that when it goes into the pocket. We went to go and see friends on the 24th, and we spent a few hours with them, and we played Disney Cards Against Humanity, and it was hilarious. So that is my story. We didn't get any photographs together. Can you believe that? I call myself a scrapbooker. But I did have photographs of the cards against one of the hands of the Cards Against Humanity that we played, and also a photograph of, I think you can just see my legs in the photo. One of our traditions on Christmas Eve is always to come home and to put Muppets Christmas Carol on, and that is the last thing that we watch before we go to bed. So just a little photo where we'd come home from friends and we'd popped Muppets Christmas Carol on, because it has to be done every year. So I am adding these little star brads on, and these were refined. So my friend gave me some of these star brads, and I was doing some organisation the other day, and I found a treasure trove of brads in my stash. So I am glad that I have found those, because that means that I've now got a few more gold star brads that I can use on my projects. So this is where the photos are going, and also that post-it note was pulling the ink off the photo. So I was a bit reluctant to leave it on any longer, otherwise I would have ended up having to reprint. So as I said, apologies. Try not to look too closely if you are easily offended with things like that. And that's why I decided that if I leave it on, that is just going to pull the ink off. So I'm just going to pop it in there. I did use the little chipboard piece. It says Christmas with Friends, I think it says. And obviously that's exactly what we were doing this day. And then my journaling, all very simple on here. So the journaling, I have this little round chipboard piece. I've got 5 bits of chipboard left, sorry, on that sheet. So I think that's it. I don't think I actually use any more throughout the album. So I think I'm calling that good. And then the last thing that I want to do is just to do a little bit of work on the back of these cork numbers. So I've stuck those on to the other side, and I just added those brads as well. And those brads really help to keep them on there. I'm a bit concerned because that cork is very thin, and a little bit had already split off when I tried to put it onto the page protector. So we'll have to see if they stand up over the test of time. If not, obviously I'll have to go ahead and replace those. So yeah, the last thing, I just want to do a little bit of work on the back of, I was going to do it on both, but the 2 is a bit of an awkward shape. So I'm just going to do it on the back of the 4. And I was going to do a bit of a wonky angle, but it just was not sitting very well with me. So I went again in the triangular shape, and I'm going to add on a little acetate star as well. These are from the star kit, and that leaves me with just one of those left now. So I decide that I want to add a little bit of texture as well to the back. So I'm actually going to staple this star on to the back of the page protector. So it takes me a while to figure out how to actually get my tiny attacher into the back of the pocket. I knew it would work, I just couldn't figure out which way round it needed to go. And there we are. And then I just pop a staple through that. And then that is day 23 and 24 complete. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed my process. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're new, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned. Day 25 coming your way very soon. Bye.